The biggest robbery in NBA history for the past 5 years has to be Paul George going to the 76ers because this man is earning over $50 million a year for the next 4 years in Philadelphia, and he's putting up these kinds of numbers. He is putting up Killian Hayes prime numbers, and he is getting a supermax contract with the 76ers. He was supposed to be that piece that Jimmy Butler was when he got traded to the 76ers. Instead, he's moving like a role player. He's moving like a G League player. Brawny type numbers with the 2, 6, and 4. And he's been absolutely mugged the city of Philadelphia. And if I were the organization, I would absolutely move him at the end of the season because he's been atrocious, and I would figure out some sort of way to ship him out of there because he is dreadful. Just putting him in the game gives you a less likelihood of winning. Joel Embiid as well. Do you think you're escaping this? No. You are in your prime. And you are giving up some of the worst numbers in your career. 44% field goal in 19 games, by the way. He's only been healthy 19 games, not even 20 games, 19 games. And this is the franchise player, the process. Remember that? 23 points. It's not bad. Not 20. 44 field goal. Well, probably like career low. Literally the lowest in his career at 44 field goal. 29.9 from 3. Don't even pull up from 3 anymore. All right? Claxton has a better three-point stroke than you at this point, and he doesn't even shoot threes. 29.9, don't even do it no more. 8 rebounds, not as a center, not even double-digit rebounds. What are you, a guard? That's pretty horrible right there, Embiid. 4.5 assists. Why are your assists so high? You're a center. And it's pretty bad numbers here, considering against the Nets, 14 points. Celtics, 15 points. Didn't play against the Nets. Raptors, you got a little game here. 1 for 5 from 3. Quit the threes, man. Quit the threes. You had one good game against the Bucks from 3. One good game. This is your only game here since January. Absolutely atrocious from Joel Embiid. The process, right? And then the last 7 games. Lost to the Nets, lost to the Celtics, lost to the Nets twice. You lost to Killian Hayes twice. Raptors, you lost. Bucks, you lost. Pistons, you lost. So, you're the Philadelphia 76ers. You've got a big 3 here that on paper, prior to the season, people were like, oh, that's a top 4 seed. That's a top 4 seed. Right there, you got Embiid, you've got Paul George, you've got Tyrese Maxey. Honestly, the only guy here that's actually been good is Tyrese Maxey. So, with the Sixers here, not even in play-in tournament bound, right? 20 and 36, you are severely behind, a top 6 seed. All right, you're going to be in the play-in max. You still got to get past the Bulls, who you got, a game and a half behind. The Bulls have looked better than you, and they're not paying Embiid and Paul George all this money and Tyrese Maxey. It's like I saw $135 million per year for just those 3 players, and you have 20 wins and 36 losses. Like, you'll be lucky to get into the play-in. You'll get absolutely lucky, and if you get in the play-in, you're gonna be a 9 or 10 seed. So you're gonna play that one game, and you might get bounced out in the play-in and not even be able to make the playoffs. Very sad. Very, very sad. But my solution to this is 76ers. You're not going to win a championship with Joel Embiid. You're not going to win a championship with Paul George. You have to get rid of them. Doesn't matter how. Doesn't matter what you have to do. You get rid of them. Throw away the season. Don't even try to make the playoffs. Don't even try at this point. Shut down Embiid. Keep his value as high as it can. I feel like the more he plays, the less the value gets diminished. Paul George, it's a lost case. Lost case, to be honest. If you want to put him in the game, the value when it's rock bottom cannot go anywhere else but up. Hopefully he has some monster games here and there, and somebody gives you some sort of draft compensation. Embiid, I use them to get the number 1 pick. I use Embiid and whatever else you can trade and get that number 1 pick. And then if you have to throw in McCain in the trade with Embiid, but you have to get that number 1 pick, and you have to acquire Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg will be a generational player. He is going to be generational, I tell you. He's the Larry Bird of modern day, all right? This man can hoop. This man will change the franchise. Whatever team Cooper Flagg goes to will be competitive for the next 10 years. If he's there on that squad. Obviously, he could leave in free agency. But the next 10 years with Cooper Flagg, you are competitive. All right, this man is an absolute dog. Dog, I tell you. And if I'm the 76ers, I go out and get rid of Embiid and find a way. Doesn't matter who. Nobody's untouchable. Not even Maxey. But you get Cooper Flagg, and that's who you're building around. All right. This would be the best player that Philadelphia's seen in the NBA since Dr. J. If you got Cooper Flagg, don't at me on that. This is the way you solve your franchise. Any team in a situation like the 76ers, like the Atlanta Hawks, a mid team, I don't understand why even compete for a playing spot. Why even try to sneak into the playoffs? There's no point because you were nowhere near a championship like the Bulls as well. You go out there, become one of the worst teams in the NBA, give yourself the biggest odds possible to get that number one pick, and then you do everything you can to get Cooper Flagg. That's why I didn't understand why people didn't do that with Wemby, why people don't do this with Cooper Flagg, why people didn't do this with Anthony Edwards, because these are generational players that keep you in a championship contention. Why even bother try to stay competitive, borderline playoffs, if you don't have this franchise player? And he's right there. If I'm the 76ers, you see Embiid can't be healthy. Paul George is a flop. Tyrese Maxey, he's good, but he's not championship good. He's not your number one option on a championship caliber team. McCain is still very young, but he's not number one championship guy. This guy is. This guy will change your franchise for the next 10 years. But anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Comment down below. Do you think the 76ers can win a championship with Embiid, or should they just blow up the team? But anyways, thank you guys for watching.